For many grade 1 parents, today was an emotional experience as they were not allowed to go inside schools. SABC news reporter Hasini Gori visited the Rosebank Primary School in Johannesburg this morning and spoke to the Gauteng Department of Education to get a sense of what's in place to ensure learners' safety. Take a look.
As public school learners return to the classroom today, many are returning amidst a very new normal with screens in some classrooms, sanitizations and a different playground. We're at the Rosebank Primary School this morning. With me is the Gauteng Education Department spokesperson, Steve Mabona. Thank you so much for speaking to us. We're starting the school year finally. Today is Gauteng ready for all those that are returning to the classroom?
Well, as Gauteng, we are ready. As you might have realized, that we have delivered, our PPEs to all our schools, and those that depend on us in terms of textbooks as well, we have delivered. Those that order as well, they have done so, and they have received their stationery and all the material that they need for teaching. And that we have actually given mobile units to those schools that don't have capacity, and we have also made sure that we provide funding to those that can build classes, because that we have a challenge of capacity in Gauteng. But over and above that, we are ready, and we continue to place. That we have less than 1,500 learners that still need placement now. But our officials are pushing, making sure that the placement is done, and we are hopeful that we should be done with the process, and everyone would be in the classroom.
Mm-hmm. For those that are starting or entering into the schooling system this year, what's the message from the department to parents as well as those learners who are coming in amidst a COVID-19 pandemic and a very different environment?
It's really a different environment, and those that are new, they will see that the environment is not the same as we are accustomed to, and the parents need to understand. And that you're dropping off your grade 1, you can't even go to the class where the child will be and meet a teacher. It's unfortunate, but they need to understand that it's a different ball game. They must adhere to safety protocols. They must listen, to teachers who will be telling them on what to do, what not to do, and you avoid contact. Social distancing is quite important. They need to understand that, that they are children, they will want to play, but to a certain extent, we want to minimize that as possible so that we don't infect each other.
Mm-hmm. We do know you spoke about a placement. By when are we expecting those that are still without a desk in a classroom to have a spot?
Look, we are giving ourselves up until the end of February, because on the 2nd of March, we're going to interact with those that have not applied at all, because we know we still have those. We'll send them to the district to say, go check the availability of schools at our district offices. And we are quite sure that by the end of February, everyone should be accommodated. But what we want to appeal to is the parents. If we give them an alternative space, they need to consider taking space, because we will not be in a position to accommodate everyone in all our schools where we have high pressure. We are not in a position to can accommodate everyone. So we need to make them understand and appeal to parents to say, if we give you an alternative space, we really need to understand that we cannot accommodate you in a school that you might have preferred.
Thank you so much. That was Gauteng Education Department spokesperson Steve Mabona speaking to us at one of the schools as the 2021 academic year begins. Finally, we do know there was a delay of 2 weeks because of the second wave of corona. That's it for me for now. Back to you in studio.